Welcome one and all to this grand occasion, preceded as it was by raised decibel levels, but now in almost reverential silence, silence which has descended on the stand. Two teams Jim-begging with one common thought, to have their names on this famous trophy.
Yes, Peter, I've been a winning finalist and I've been a losing finalist, and I don't need to tell anyone what I preferred. Winning will help fans remember you for a long, long time, so I sincerely wish both teams well and hope that all the players can give. And you've heard it before, may the best team do it.
As you can see, we've already started here.
Look, we can only hope for a final that will be free-flowing and end-to-end and highly entertaining, but fear of defeat can often dominate emotions, so don't be surprised if it gets nervy and tense.
Mendes cuts out the pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Saliba. Zubimendi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And here's Dembele. Zaire Emery. Calafiori, gently done. Saka, and it's lofted through here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Zubimendi. Ødegaard. Saka. Ødegaard. Timber. Ødegaard. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! It's coming! It is coming, isn't it?
Arsenal, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Arsenal, they have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it, rather than even thinking about losing it.
Vitinha changes him with that pass. Gabriel. Lobbed in behind. Tries to get it clear. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Mendes. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And that has been cleared. Saka. Calafiori. Trossard. Now it's Rice. Saka. Defending of the desperate variety. Here's Saka. And it's played forward. Zaire Emery forwards and with intent. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Gabriel. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Trossard. Real chance!
was well placed to deal with that.
Mendes can get it clear. And it's Timber. Played out to the right. Ødegaard. And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Arsenal could try it again now. Stitch defending, but that'll do. Germain. João Neves gets good distance on it. Chance here to counter. It's really well manoeuvred. Germain. Timber does really well to win the ball there. And it's Neves. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia gets a cross in. He's there to get rid. Zaire Emery. Hakimi plays it in. It's run loose here. Played it again. Calafiori attempts a clearance. Rice. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's a good run down the left. Zaire Emery.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Trossard. Time to deliver. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Has a look and plays it forward. Timber, no, again there's no way through. Gabriel. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, played through for the wide man. Kvaratskhelia. Takes a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Moved on forwards. That is a great kick out. That's very neat. Cross. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, shooting chance! To finish! It's in! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Raya, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky and come your way.
Certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Calmly anticipates. Saliba cuts it out. Starts all over again with the goalkeeper. Gabriel. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Vitinha. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Calafiori shifted upfield. Ødegaard tries to dink it through. Nuno Mendes. And it's Zaire Emery. Good take, and is he in? Zaire Emery. Calafiori aimed forwards. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's Trossard. Lovely feet. Calafiori. Now here's the delivery. Been won straight back. Calafiori. Rice. Calafiori. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Back into the middle. Dembele, Zaire Emery, Hakimi, Rice producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Trossard. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get the clock admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Gone out of play. Pacho. João Neves, gently done. And it's Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery played out towards the right wing. That was very necessary. Pacho. And here's Dembele. Kvaratskhelia! Denied by an instinctive save.
Kvaratskhelia actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Can he spark a counter here? Trossard. Now it's Rice. Out to the left it goes. Tries to get it clear. Nuno Mendes. And it's Rice. Good ball, good take. Now the cross. Shot at goal! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Hakimi. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! We've got a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And here's Trossard. Rice. And here's the chance to counter. Saliba. Timber. It's a throw-in. Kvaratskhelia. Hakimi. Doué. Can he stop it going out? And they've got a throw. Hakimi. Cross from Hakimi. Kvaratskhelia. Crossed it again. Vitinha spread out to the left. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Paris Saint-Germain go into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Saliba, lofted upfield, is onto it in a flash. Saka.
himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Moved on forwards. And back to the keeper they go. Vitinha. And it's played forward. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered.
Chance, surely! It's in! Arsenal are level. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He is through here. Kvaratskhelia! Marvellous goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Germain get themselves into the lead.
Well, from such a showpiece final as well, I think this is exactly the type of excitement that all the neutrals would have wanted on show. So many twists and turns in this game. It's a pleasure to watch.
And it's Vitinha. Zaire Emery. Plenty waiting in the middle. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia! And somehow it stayed out.
Kvaratskhelia, well, he went with real power then when something dainty and subtle was called for.
Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. And here's Dembele. Receives it in a good position here. So there's the whistle. The first half of the final has flown by. Half time in the final, Jim. How do you read it?
So far, so good, Peter. But that period immediately after half-time will be very interesting indeed. They have to be really, really ready for it.
Paris Saint-Germain in front after a half full of excitement. It is raining goals here. And we are back underway. Zaire Emery. Clearly not happy with that. Saliba. That has found him in acres of space. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Mendes with the clearance. Can he finish? What a throw in. Trossard. And it's Rice. Now it's Odegaard. Odegaard. And he shoots! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Danger averted for now. Doué. Vitinha. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Hakimi. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Hakimi. Kvaratskhelia. João Neves. And here's Neves. Oh, that's nice. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Nice physical challenge. Odegaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Kvaratskhelia, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Vitinha thinks one through. And that has been cleared. And here's Dembele. And it's Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Defending of the desperate variety. This looks promising. Chance to play it in. Vitinha. And here's Dembele. Dembele is having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Dembele is offering a right smile there.
This one clear, and that's a throw. Vitinha, cross goes in there. It's gone for a throw-in. Hakimi plays it in. Germain gets it clear. And it's Hakimi. deliver. Too much distance on that. Saliba, Calafiori, Rice, now it's Trossard. Zaire Emery wins the duel this time. Could move up a gear here. Doué, no, it's Doué. There are a few waiting for it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Here's to takes a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
How about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
Serious pressure here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
It's Dembele. Over to the left. Saka gets over and intercepts. Germain. Gabriel. Saliba, long ball upfield. Hakimi, and back to the goalkeeper. Pacho, João Neves, Calafiori makes the interception. Doué, Hakimi, Vitinha knocks it out wide. Nice touch. Oh, this looks promising. Got to make this count. Trossard done delicately.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Neves, and here's Dembele. It's Dembele! He hits the net. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There is no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop him.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Rice. And he's picked out Odegaard! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Tries to clear. Vitinha hit the slide tackle there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nicely intercepted. Zaire Emery is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, he made it look a bit predictable.
tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Trossard. Pacho. Made back to the goalkeeper. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Kvaratskhelia chasing after it. Zubimendi. Calafiori. Zubimendi. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Vitinha laid out to the left flank. Do have a chance to counter here. Aimed in towards the centre. Calafiori gets it away. That'll be a throw-in. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Vitinha. Saka absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Marquinhos. Really well manoeuvred. Trossard, oh, good spread. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's going to go a long way. Saliba. Out to the right. And he cuts out the supply. Vitinha. 75 minutes played. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, red, nice interception. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Looking for a corner. The changes then in quick succession. Tries to get it clear. Zaire Emery. Good chance here! And that would have won it.
Zaire Emery clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-0.
Well played. Snuffed out the danger. Well, that's well seen too. Zubimendi. Saliba, nicely aimed pass. Now it's Saka. Timber. Gabriel. Zaire Emery. That's a nicely weighted pass. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't kick out that killer ball.
Well, Neves, who's set up one goal so far. That has been cut short. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. So what can they make of this? Oh, delicate chip through. It's out for a goal kick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Interception, his positioning was spot on. Lee Kang-in. The pass is intercepted. Timber shifted upfield. And it's Ødegaard. Over to the left. And it's played forward. Ødegaard, probing pass. Gabriel Jesus. Luis Skelly. And here's Jesus. That's tidy. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over.
Position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball. And
shapes to shoot! So not long left in this now. Just a few moments from glory. And it's Vitinha. Here's Barcola. And he's managed to get free. Dembele. Dembele's cross. Rice forwards with intent. Gabriel Jesus aimed forwards. Ødegaard! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Gabriel Jesus! And he's there to get it away. Luis Skelly. Luis Skelly in with the challenge. No, it's Dembele. Lee Kang-in is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task teacher, did he?
Luis Skelly. Gabriel Jesus. Madweke. Madweke looking to penetrate opposition. There's the shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Madweke really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Punched away. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Fabian Ruiz. Really well manoeuvred. It's gone back to the keeper. Saliba. Keeper's got good distance on that. Board shows there will be 3 well read, nice interception. Mendes. And here's Madueke, and it's Erdegaard. Madueke in acres of space out wide. Oh, smashing header! Well, couldn't quite control it.
Paris Saint-Germain, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Anticipates. Gabriel. Timber gently done. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And that is that. Paris Saint-Germain are the winners. The ceremony is fitting. Their triumph has been beautiful indeed. What a moment this is for all connected with the team.